morning. That was annoying. As soon as I was gonna start the video, I had a little this guy turned off, reset it, and then it was actually a GFCI back here. Oh yeah, look, you're watching yourself. There's my setup. Alrighty, good morning everybody. If you're stopping in for the first time, smash that like button and subscribe. Alrighty, so today we have a garbage disposal replacement. The housing on the one I inspected last night, this was like right before I left for the day. So I'm getting to it right now. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna replace it. The housing was cracked, it was leaking some water. I just said, hey, use the sink, you can buy it in the morning. So we're gonna go through the process on setting up the disposal. As far as like other models, they may vary. As far as the garbage disposals I use, this is the process I do. So let's get to it. Alrighty, so now we have it's a whip. Some people call it, or it's just a plug. Most of the time, I just grab the old one and then swap it over, replace it real quick. Since the old one's still upstairs. Inside the plumbing system, I have one of these guys. So let's get to this. For the most part, I don't really change these out. I inspect them. They all are fairly, they're fine. Same goes for this downspout. It's cut to size already. And whoa, mama, this is a big fucker. The other ones that I've got in are 1/3 horsepower. This is half. So cool. There's the outlet. After everything gets ground up inside here, there's, if you can see, quick look, there's some teeth in there. They spin around. Also, here's a little tech tip on the grab one. These food savers, self-service, or food waste disposal. Whenever you're having an issue with one of these guys and they're locked up and you hear just a meh buzz, sometimes you need to get an Allen wrench or this, and you stick it in the bottom. Make sure it's in there, and then just manually rotate it. And then look over here. You manually rotate it, and see I've had people throw in or accidentally drop in earrings, glass, plastics, and it gets ground up and it gets caught inside, and it just locks up the motor. So what you want to do is you want to break it free with this, and then if you need to, there's a reset button right here at the bottom of most disposals. Now, this has where the OEM plug fits right in, but we're just gonna stick this in, and what I'll do is I'll cover this up with some silicone, just to make a nice seal and get it all cleared out. Another good thing to check. And I've had people do it in the past where you prep everything, get it all set up, you stick it in there, hook up the vent hose, everything's set. They test it, okay, yeah, it works, no big deal. They leave. Well, one of the things is these are blocked. So inside here, there's a piece of plastic you need to punch out. If you don't punch that out, it's just gonna it's not gonna vent properly, and you need it to vent so everything will flush out. So always make sure you check your vent tubes and pop out whatever plastic piece is in there. So what I do, I just get my screwdriver and give it a little punch, and then that will knock it out. And then there it is. So, alrighty. So this is the little plastic block that's in here. Now, if your setup doesn't require this to be punched out, then look at your setup and don't punch it out. But mine do, so we need the vent. Get a look at the wiring. So, what I'm going to do, and all these tips are soldered really well. Nicely done. Some wiring connectors, just use the small guys. Actually, I may, if I can't get, yeah, I should be able to get this all the way in. I need to wrap it. So actually, I'm going to cut back some of this. Gravy. Obviously, black with black, white with white. I mean, if you're colorblind, I don't know what to do for you, but call your buddy. Let him know, hey. And that one's going to be a bit too small, so let's switch over to something a bit bigger. This blue one should work fine. Now, if you run into the problem where just a bit is hanging out, sometimes it's good practice just to get some electrical tape, wrap it around so you know for sure there's no issues. And actually what I'm going to do, carefully, you don't want to cut into the other wiring, because then you're going to have to strip this thing back. Got a little close, but we're good. don't know what you're doing, watch this video. But I'm just barely scoring the outside, small amount of pressure, and then boop, good to go. Inspect the wires, make sure we didn't puncture any. Grab these two, butt them up at the ends. See, that one went in nicely. Redo the other one, or just, like I said, since we have a little bit more wire to work with, we're good. Now,
electrical tape. Just to be a good man. Grab a strip. Well, you don't necessarily have to do that, but hey, why not? Cool. So, I didn't think about that. Should have had it on the other side. Shoulda, woulda. But learn from my mistakes. It's not really a mistake, just got to fish it through now. Bastard.
if you're wondering why I have an alarm, got other shit to do. Alright, last thing. Yeah, we heard. So, we've got to ground it, so I can obviously grab a clip, crimp on an end piece, stick it on there, or if you don't have one, you just grab your wiring, wrap it around, make sure it's nice and tight. Gently ground it out. So now everything's in there, and they're separated a bit.
Wired nut, electrical tape, wire nut, electrical tape, separate a bit. Let's put the cover clip back. Now really, you don't necessarily have to, excuse me.
Have to silicone it. I'm just gonna do it just because I can. Why not? Opened already.
Then also, if it looks shitty and you don't want to do it, just don't do it then. But I'm gonna do it. Now sometimes this will take a while to dry, so do this prior to the time you're going to install, and it should set for you. So I just gooped it up, and there you have it. Let it dry. By the time it's dry, we're gonna go.
Crack right. forget. Not very tight. Hold on. Tight. Dun-dun.
Always want to check.
Water test. Thank you for coming along to this repair we had. We got this garbage disposal in and out quickly and easily. Everything worked just like how it should have. If you have any questions, comments, send them down below. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.